we'll start seated with your legs out in front of you and your toes pointed, thighs together. And reaching your arms out nice and long, set the shoulders back and then lengthen through the crown of your head. We're going to scoop off the back of the sit bones, reaching through the tail underneath you as you slide your spine one vertebrae at a time onto the mat behind you. Take your arms up towards the ceiling, stretch through the arms, circle them around, and then bring your hands into the small of your back. Draw the head up first, press your low back into your hands, and then roll your spine up one vertebrae at a time. Push through your hands if you need that little last assist, and then sitting up nice and tall and reset. Scoop off the back of the sit bones, roll yourself through one vertebrae at a time. Stretch at the top, scoop around. Bring your hands in the small of your back. Draw your head up first, press your low back into your hands, and reach yourself through one vertebrae at a time and reset. Good, we're gonna do that a few more times. So scoop and roll, deepening that abdominal curl. Reach the arms up, circle around. Bring the hands behind your back, curl up. Make sure that you're hitting that sweet spot. So if you need to take a few pulses, pressing your low back in, and then roll yourself through. You're really targeting those low and deep abdominals, working for your lumbar flexion. Reaching up, circle around, bring your hands in the small of the back, head up, curl through. Good, and then sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna do 3 more. Keep using that hands in the small, your hands in the small of your back for that assistance. If you don't need that assistance, you'll just reach your hands on the horizon, head first. Roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time, sitting up nice and tall at the top. Scoop and roll. Remember, try to work for that sticky spot. Reach the arms up, stretch the body, circle around. Exhale and reach. You want to try to keep your feet heavy there. Last one, scoop and roll. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling, circle around, and roll on up. Good. Go ahead and roll back. And then bring your right knee into your chest. And lift your head and shoulders up off the seat. Right here, you want to drop your belly button in towards the floor so you have that nice deep flexion in your lumbar, and then float the other foot. So this is just number 1 of your abdominal series here in Pilates. There's 5 exercises. Single bent knee stretch here. So we're lifting our shoulders off the mat, and we're gonna exhale, switch, switch. And I want you to keep that rhythm. Inhale, exhale each time. Press your low back into the seat. Nice and tidy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees in and then rest your head back. So remember, we have 5 exercises, and that is number 1. Number 2, we're gonna do single straight leg stretch. So we're curling ourselves up. Reach your right leg up towards the ceiling and grab as high on that right leg as possible and hover that other leg. Inhale here, exhale, switch legs, and switch. So as you're pulling with one leg up towards the ceiling, you're stretching and reaching the other leg. Again, the idea is to keep that deep lumbar flexion, press your low back into the mat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, release the head and shoulders. Good. Number 3, double bent knee stretch. Curl the head and shoulders up off the seat again and press that low back into the mat. From here, you're gonna take your arms up past your head and your legs out at an angle or up towards the ceiling. Circle the arms around and grab your ankle bones. Reach your arms up and then return. Now there's a tendency when you reach to want to lower your back. I want you to keep yourself elevated the whole time. So you're reaching and circle. Just 3 more. 2. And last one. Beautiful, and release out. Just 2 more exercises left. Double straight knee stretch. So we're going to place our hands behind the head on this one. Legs up towards the ceiling. Turn your feet out so you have a little bit of a Pilates V there, and point the toes. Now we're gonna curl the head and shoulders up off the mat, but drop the belly button down a little bit heavier. Squeeze the inner thighs together, lower the legs about 4 or 5 inches, and then pull back, almost as much, or a little bit further, and pull. And the secret to getting a deep abdominal connection on this one is to squeeze the inner thighs or the heels together. Reach and pull. It's not a big movement, but you'll feel the impact. 2 more. And last one. And then bend your knees and relax the head. For your last one, we're gonna do crisscross, number 5 crisscross. And for this one, it's about getting a nice tight coil in your spine, rotating and targeting a little bit more of your spirals. So you're gonna take your left leg out and then lift your head and shoulders up and rotate across the body and switch. And you wanna try to keep yourself elevated. Don't let yourself drop down in between. Keep yourself lifted, nice and tidy. Again, belly button into the mat, press your low back into the seat. We're gonna go for 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good, and rest. Take a nice bridge up to stretch that front of the thighs. Let your knees go long. And then articulate the spine, rolling down 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's do that one more time. So pressing up, scoop and roll down. Nice, good, good. From here, we're gonna have you flip over. And we're gonna come into a high plank position. So for this one, you want nice wide fingers, step the feet back, and come into your plank. Make sure that in your plank, you have your shoulders over your wrists, and you're not too far back or your butt's in the air, so nice and low. From here, I'm just gonna have you bring your right knee to your right elbow, and then replace. And then left knee to left elbow, replace. A couple more. And reach. Make sure you're pushing through the mat to keep those shoulders connected. And pull. And pull. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and clean. Come on down to the floor. Whew. Getting warm. From here, keep your knees down. Press yourself back into what's called a loaded beast. So over here, you're loaded. You're ready to reach into your plank. Push through your toes. Come into that high plank again. Good. This time we're gonna do a knee cross under. So you're gonna bring the right knee to the left elbow and rotate the hips a little bit, and then replace. And then cross under, replace. Cross under, replace. Cross under, replace. Good, good. Again, pushing through the hands. Keep the shoulders strong. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down slow. Press back into loaded beast. Very nice. So from here, we're actually gonna do that loaded beast to launch lunge a few more times, working on that eccentric push-up, that lowering down to the floor. And we're gonna do 10 of them. So get ready to build some heat. Pushing through the toes, launch out, and then lower nice and slow. Press back again, 1 piece, launch, and then lower slow. Knees down. There's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. The breath helps you stay connected through your midline. 7, 8, 9, oh boy, and 10. Awesome job. Go ahead and roll onto your back again. So your abdominals and your core should be feeling quite toasty by now. We're gonna keep heating it up. We're gonna do what's called a single leg V-up, so it's similar to your single leg stretch from earlier, But with this one, you're gonna anchor through your left leg on the floor as you reach for your toes on the right leg. So right here is gonna be a little bit more of a powerful movement where you curl yourself up and grab or touch your laces and then lower everything back down. Try the other side. So we're gonna alternate left and right. Anchor through the bottom leg as you power to lift the torso and the other leg. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna do a couple extra in case you started late. 4 more, please, total. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and release. Nice job. Curl yourself up to a seated position. We're gonna do these teaser rolls to our side body here. So starting position is gonna be kind of balancing on your tailbone and actually scoot to the far edge of your mat there. So we're gonna balance on the tailbone and keep a nice connection between your inner thighs and your core. From here, take your left arm up towards the ceiling and place it on the floor. And we're gonna slide the hand out to come to our side body here. So you wanna be nice and light through this hand. You're feeling connected from underneath. You have this top hip forward and your legs are reaching, hovering. Squeeze the bottom leg to the top leg and rock the hip back. You can use this hand if you need to and pull yourself straight back into that teaser position, that balance. And then reach, and then pull. Good, reach, and pull. Nice job, reach, and pull. Keeping it nice and tidy. Reach, and pull. I'm gonna do about 5 more. You can add this little leg lift at the bottom if you'd like. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Beautiful, and release. We gotta do the same thing on the other side. I'm just gonna spin around so I'm still facing the camera. Make sure you're on the edge of your mat so you have some space to work with. Find your teaser position. Right arm up towards the ceiling and slide open. We go out, balance, find your sweet spots, and then pull yourself tidy. Try to keep those knees together. Reach, and then pull. There's 2. And 3. 5. We're gonna add that little leg lift if you'd like. So just lift and lower, and then pull. 4 more, please. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Nice work. How are we doing? We are almost there. Turn on over into a nice side, front plank. So when you're ready, stack through your shoulders. Take one hand in the middle, pivot through your feet, and come into a nice side plank. We're just gonna hang out here for a second. Nice and strong. We're gonna be on the blades of the feet, the hip is forward, and the shoulders out of your ears. Bring it in. Other side, excuse my back. Come into that side plank. You're gonna be on the blades of the feet, your hips are forward, shoulders are strong, shoulder out of your ear. And then return back center, and let's do an eccentric push-up again, that lowering down. If you need to use your knees, come up onto your knees, push up, and then reset. So we're gonna do that side plank again. If you want to add on, feel free. So you can either hold your side plank, or you can add the hip lift. So we're gonna reach the arm up and over as we side bend, lift the hips up, and then either come back to neutral or a little bit beyond, keeping the shoulder out of your ear, And then push through that bottom leg as you lift and lower. So you're doing either just holding your side plank or adding in this little side bend fun. One more time, lift up and over. Switch to your front plank. We're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Left hand to the center, pivot, set yourself up. So you're either holding your plank or we lift the hips and stretch. Come to neutral or a little bit beyond. Make sure the shoulder is really strong. Lift and reset. Set. 3 more. Lift, reset. Stretch, push through that bottom leg. Return center and lower all the way down. Nice job. We're gonna do one more set of side plank and then you're done. From here, come on up to a high plank. Good. This time you're gonna be on your elbow. So take your right elbow to the center and pivot. Now, either hold your side plank or we're gonna do a side lizard. So you're gonna reach the arm up, stretch the top foot, and elbow to knee for 8, 7, 6, hold that bottom leg, push through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Can we switch without dropping? Very nice. So again, hold your plank or grab your side lizard. Make sure you're pushing through that bottom leg. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Awesome job. Press back into a child's pose, restore. And take a few breaths there to appreciate all the work you just did. And then round your spine to come up. And you are all done. Nice work, guys.